The TUE is the therapeutic use exemption. There are certain substances otherwise prohibited by the PED policy that a player can use if you get appropriate dispensations and doctor's notes and you fill out the paperwork. And he's saying he had a mistake with the TUE, and that resulted in the PED suspension. It also allowed the Raiders to move on from him in a way that wiped out his guaranteed money for 2024. It was a very expensive mistake. For a guy who's made a lot of money, it was $11-12 million he would have made guaranteed from the Raiders this year that he's not going to see now. And Chris, I got a feeling that's one of the reasons why we still don't know what his Rams contract is. It's been 5 days since he agreed to terms. The deal has been announced. He's met with reporters, and what he's getting paid by the Rams is completely and totally unknown. It eventually will come out, but usually what happens is the agent brags about it by giving the information, sometimes embellished, sometimes exaggerated, sometimes fabricated, to reporters. There's nothing about Jimmy G, because the bottom line is whatever he makes this year, it needs to be taken into consideration that he blew the guaranteed money he would have had from the Raiders by screwing up, messing up, as he said, this therapeutic use exemption.
Yeah, I mean, big time expensive mistake there, certainly. And yeah, Jimmy G is, his reputation as a player and all that is certainly taken a hit the last 2 years. I mean, it has. There's no other way to, go around it. I mean, he had a little vibe going with the 49ers, but as we saw, he didn't play, and Brock Purdy came in, and damn, they were better than they've ever been with Jimmy Garoppolo, let alone, the people that wanted to go, all Jimmy G does is win games and do all that, right? Well, yeah, he wins games when he's on the superstar all-star team of the 49ers and the best offensive coach in football with Shanahan. He goes to the Raiders, and it's not like that. Oh, crap. Is he a starting quarterback? I'm not even sure. So, yeah, he's taking a big shot that way. I would think it's, Mike, I don't know, $5-6 million probably, something around there, maybe. But
I guessed last night. I was texting with somebody, and I said $4.5 million over under. Yeah. And then Up 2 is going to do some work on the back end.
Up 2 is going to do some work.
But they're not even whatever Up 2 is. It still isn't worth bragging about. There still isn't even an up to tweet from Shefty or any of the others.
No.
Up to 12, up to 15, up to something, but not enough for anyone to even mention what the number is.
Yeah, right. And I think, probably if it was up to 5 or up to 8, it's still going to shine a light on, well, it's not the 11 or 12 you were supposed to get, guaranteed, that you messed up. So obviously he messed up, but this is a good spot for him. I'll say that, right? I mean, it's the Rams, it's McVay. There's going to be a lot of similarities to the Shanahan offense. Mike LaFleur is there. LaFleur was there for a lot of the Jimmy Garoppolo years in San Francisco, so he's on the offensive side of the ball. And again, for him himself, hey, it's a team that's the O-line has turned the corner there, the Rams. I love their O-line and what they got now, these big road grading suckers there. And, of course, we know they got weapons on the outside to where if he gets in and has to play a game or two for a guy like Matthew Stafford who's gotten banged up and taken some shots, he can put himself in a position to look good again and maybe get more money as a backup somewhere else next year. But, I think it's a smart move by both sides there. Garoppolo needed it. The Rams needed a backup in a big way.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.